Hey guys, here we are yet again. We are on lesson 5.5c, graphing in standard form. And what we want to do is just graph equations that are in standard form. We're going to continue to build off of our previous lessons. Before I get right into that, a couple of reminders though that kind of coincide with this lesson. We learned this previously, but I want to reiterate it again, so it might be helpful just to jot this down. If you have an equation that is saying x equals a constant, meaning this is just your equation, x equals a number, all right? It creates a vertical line, vertical going up and down. So here's an example. If we have x equals 2, it's a vertical line that goes through where x is equal to 2. So here's my equation, top left, x equals 2. And here is the line. It goes through where x equals 2. And that x always equals 2. All right, so if I click anywhere on here, x always equals 2. So that's the equation. All right, there's no y in the equation, so it doesn't go through the y-axis. Okay, it's not same, but a similar idea is if we have y equals a constant, y equaling a number, that will create a horizontal line through that number. So if I were to click on y equals -3, that's going to be a horizontal line where y always equals -3. So here it is, the equation top left right here, y equals -3. And if I were to click anywhere on here, there, it's y equals -3 the entire way around. There we go. All right. So that should just be a nice reminder. You may have to do that later on for one of the assignments. But on to this now, okay? So if a line has an x-intercept of 5 and a y-intercept of 2, how could we graph it? Well, an x-intercept of 5 means exactly that. There's an x-intercept of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a point on the line right here. The graph goes through the x-axis right there. And if it has a y-intercept of 2, well, similarly, I know that it would have to go through right here. So if I have 2 points, and I know my line goes through those 2 points, I plot those 2 points. I get my straight line tool, and this is something I really tried to stress as much as I could last beginning. And I'm going to extend my line, not like that, but I'm going to all the way through my graph. And I should have arrows on the end. I wasn't that picky about that in the past, and I'm not going to be super picky yet, but as the year progresses, I will. If we draw a line, I should have arrows. But that's all we do. I plot my 2 intercepts, and I make my line go through it. All right, let's now go to our last step. What if we have the actual equation here? If we have the equation x minus 2y equals -2, how could we graph that line? Well, the first thing we want to do, find the x-intercept. To find the x-intercept, get my creepy hand here. I like that thing. My x-intercept is where my y is 0, so I'm covering up my y to make it go away or cancel out, and I'm left with x equals -2. So what I then do is plot that point where x is -2. Next, I'm going to find the y-intercept. Ready? I'm going to cover the x up. I gotta go far enough that I take the sign. So since it's negative, I'm going to divide both sides by -2, and I get y to be 1. So my y-intercept is 1. I'm going to plot that where y is 1. Next, I'm going to draw the line that goes through the points. Get my straight line tool. I like to just plot these two, and then I get my arrow and I stretch this line out the best that I can. I draw arrows on the end, boom, boom, bang, bang, and there I have it. So to graph a line in standard form, you find the x and y intercept, which we worked on last lesson. We plot them, we draw a line through them. That's it. IXL, S19, S21, there's a Khan Academy from standard form, graphing from standard form, and your master check. And that is it for this lesson. Go get them.